What's good, Tiger Nation? Y'all know who it is. It's your main man, Ken Clark. Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, KC 1400 Media. We're still down in the Big Easy, sitting down with our JSU Tigers. Of course, we got 5 of them down here, and we got another one. We got the big man sitting down with us, man. Deontae Graham. What's good, brother?
Nothing much. Trying to make it. How you doing?
Doing good, man. 5 of you guys came down, man. You got in on Monday. We saw the pictures and the photos. The New Orleans alumni chapter bombard you with love, man. You know, only like JSU Tiger Nation can do. Talk about, you know, your overall experience, kind of how you felt when you first got here and you got greeted like that.
Man, it was just like JSU love. It's like no other. You get here, you see it, you bombarded by it. It's like you overwhelmed with love. It's like going to grandma's house for Thanksgiving or something. You just shower with love. You see the presents. You know people in your corner rooting for you. It's something that every person, beyond being an athlete, something any person would ask for, hope for.
Absolutely, man. So this is I think this is the 3rd year that we've done the HBCU Legacy Bowl. It's kind of growing into that all-star vibe, that great feel. We got a chance to look at the itinerary last year in comparison to this year. It looked like they had you guys really from the time you got here, every hour, every minute, every moment was kind of, you know, calculated, which brings us to today where we finally had a chance to sit down with you guys. I want to get your thoughts on your expectations, kind of what you thought prior to coming here, opposed to what you actually experienced. Did it meet your expectation? Did it kind of hit right where it was? Maybe didn't? Was expecting something different? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, it definitely met my expectations. I was expected to be around a lot of talent, a lot of players that looked like me, players that was hungry, get ready to get to the next level, ready to show what they have, because we're not put up like a lot of Power Fives. We're not exposed like that. So I'm grateful to be given the opportunity to be in the same place and showcase my talents the same way as them. So being here, from our schedules being packed the way it is, meeting legends, it's an honor to be here.
Absolutely, man. I thought one thing. So we didn't get a chance to go to the Pelicans game, man. They treated you guys to the game. We was watching it on TV, but I do like that, man. Shout out to Doug Williams and Shaq Harris for being the face of the HBCU Legacy Bowl. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the practices, man. I know you guys, you got Coach Chennisberry, who is kind of leading the charge, taking over South Carolina State, with a whole slew of other coaches that was there. You're leaving Jackson, you're coming down here, you're getting coached by just a different mix of different coaching styles. You got 1 week to prepare for a game. How did the practices go? Was the intensity level kind of there? Was it? What was your thoughts on preparation for this week as you go into the game on Saturday?
My thoughts on preparation, as far as before getting here, training to get here, was I threw the all-star stuff out the window. I didn't think of it as an all-star game. I thought it was another week of preparation to play a game. Like we did in the fall. I prepared myself as such, took care of my body as such, got here, and it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. It was more so chill, relax. Like, it's not like you trying to prepare younger guys. It's vets that's here. It's not younger guys that you need to spend so much time coaching. It's, you know, the drills, you know the plays, you catch on, and you can move through practice. You can get it done. Show how you can learn, so I can practice, show you how you can move. So it wasn't hard from that standpoint for me.
So I know they had quite a few scouts out here, man. There's quite a few NFL teams represented. They allocate quite a bit of time for you guys to have meetings with other teams, man. How did that go for you this week? Did you have talk about some of the teams or moments where you sat down with a scout saying, you know what, this is my opportunity to let them know who I am, not only from a physical standpoint, but from a mental aspect and how I approach the game. But talk about that experience and what that was like for you.
It was great. Honestly, from practicing, seeing all the scouts walking by, sometimes you wouldn't even realize it was a scout. Like when we first got here, they told us, you always been evaluated. Carry yourself as such. So for me, I always like to carry myself as a pro. Like, you never know who's watching, you never know. But then again, besides who's watching, just having your own self-respect to carry yourself as such, it's important. So for me, walking around, being respectful to the workers here, they did a wonderful job with setting us up, practicing in front of the scouts, being able to show what I can do, not only in that way, but from talking to them in the lunch, who Tulane hosted us with lunch every day this week. It was good being able to talk to them, let them see us, not even on the field, but outside of it, because you're not on the field all the time.
Right.
So they love to see how you are as a person.
Absolutely, man. So like I said earlier, you came down with 4 of your other teammates, man. How has that been with you guys being down here together? You know what I mean? Talk about what that's been like to have 4 other teammates, 5 Jackson State Tigers represented, and just talk about the overall experience of that extra week of preparation and that game that's coming up on Saturday for you guys, and what it maybe meant to you guys to be down here together.
Oh yeah, it was great. These are my brothers. These are the guys that I went to war with for over a semester, for over a season. So it's not like we just gelled together. And even beyond practice, we was together. From everybody seeing us, it was one of our directors of football operations here. He's a Southern. Yeah. So every time he sees us, it's the Jackson boys. Always the Jackson boys. So we was always together. It's us, and that's just who we are. We always stay together. We built a bond, and I'm forever grateful for. That we'll always have.
Absolutely, man. We had a chance to sit down with DJ, and I asked him about the Sonic Boom, man. So we coming off a historic run. Shout out to Dr. Little and the Boom, and performed for Usher, at the Super Bowl. Now they get to culminate this weekend, and they're going to be performing at halftime. How does it feel, man, knowing that your home school band is going to be putting on a show, and you get to flex on all your teammates down here, man? What that feel like?
Man, it's great. Like I always said, I love the Boom, and I'ma always shout out the Boom. Shout out to the Boom. I love them. It's a shock whenever they come, and I love it. From like I told everybody all week, we're gonna turn Yeoman Stadium into the Vet. So it's nothing new. We got almost all of Jackson coming, so I just hope they're ready for what's coming.
Hey, you know what? I talked to DJ. We talked to Big Dwayne earlier. They got a whole tailgate bus coming down. So it's gonna be, we're gonna paint the city blue on Saturday, man. Coach TC going into his 2nd season took more of a different approach, in my opinion, with his recruiting efforts this year. It looked like we went extremely heavy in the trenches, as well as on the back end of the defense. You played in the trenches and played on the O-line for us. What's your thoughts on the overall thoughts on seeing how coach is taking the approach of building out, from the inside out from the football team? We brought in a lot of offensive linemen, and you actually have some teammates that many aren't even aware of that red-shirted, and you got a lot of O-linemen that will possibly be competing for some playing time coming up this season. So just wanted to get your overall thoughts on that, because I was extremely happy, because the games were won and lost in the trenches, but you being an O-lineman and starter for us, and all SWAC O-lineman, talk about your thoughts on the overall approach for recruiting in our signing day class that Coach TC and staff just put together.
I think Coach TC has a plan for everything. I think he's a very smart man who thinks out whatever he's doing. Him recruiting heavy with the offensive line, to me, was a good decision. It's not only from the offensive line players that we have returning, but also from the back end, we going for longevity. We're not just going for winning now, even though that's going to happen. It's longevity and players that's going to come behind. Like we have, this past season we had a true freshman at left tackle.
That's right.
He's going to exactly. Shout out Big Quay. He's going to return, and just like Evan Henry, Kirk Ford, is more Dre. They're returning. So on top of them, building depth does nothing but benefit and help the team, because as you build depth is better competition, a better O-line you'll see. And as you said before, games won in the trenches. So you run that ball, the running back got to run behind somebody. It's our job to open up them lanes, and from what I see, we're gonna do that right this year.
You go, man. So let me get you this, and we won't take up too much more of your time. What's next for you? So after this game on Saturday, kind of speak to where your mind goes and what's the next step in preparation for potentially getting to that next level.
Actually, when I leave Sunday, right back to training Monday. My agents, shout out to Ward Sports Management. They had me training in Dallas with Logan Tully-Tillman. So I'm going to be training with him out in Dallas. Pre-draft work, offensive line work, bettering myself, becoming a student of the game, learning a lot of stuff. He's already started helping me with Zoom calls, and then I'll get out there with him so we can do one-on-one work. So awesome. It's back to the drawing board, back to work.
So again, like I said, we won't take up too much more of your time, man. We always like to give you a closing message. You know, I want you to leave a message for your little brothers that you're leaving behind in the O-line room, and a message for Tiger Nation as we get ready to close this one out for you.
To Tiger Nation, I always want to say I appreciate y'all. I love the support y'all give. Please, please continue to give that support. The players, we love it. And even though we don't always get the chance to say it, I say it for us. We love it. And to my little brothers in the offensive line room, y'all continue to be students of the game. Soak up everything like a sponge. Y'all got a great coach. Y'all just listen, put the work in, put the extra work in. There's no limits to what y'all can do. And y'all gonna prove it this year.
There it is, Tiger Nation. Here we are again. Another interview. Y'all know how we do it, man. The best media team in the game. Shout out to ASVP and his whole entire media team. You know, appreciate them for coming down and helping us with this again. It's not over with, man. We still got a game to get to. We got more Tigers we got to sit down and talk to. But as always, man, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow us and be on the lookout for more content from D.I. Love. It's always Go Tigers. Y'all know what it is. Deontae Graham, we appreciate you for sitting down with us. Go Tigers, baby.